Hey everybody, this is Armand. Today's November 1st, 2017, and once again we're going to revisit the topic of business and politics of sports. There's been this huge hot button of the NFL protests and Donald Trump's involvement, and now how that's carried over into major tensions and negotiations between players and owners. We are going to touch on this and delve in a little bit to what the issues are, what's really at stake, and what the reactions are of the fans, the media, and all of us that are involved kind of on the outside looking in. So obviously this all started a little over a year ago with Colin Kaepernick taking a knee before a preseason game in August of 2016, which at first didn't have as much buzz or attention. It was just a kind of a curious gesture that obviously met different reactions and questions from the media, and it gave him a platform to start expressing his views on social inequality, different forms of racial discrimination and injustices that he felt were happening all over America, and it's something he wanted to raise awareness on. And this was his way of doing it. He's not in the league anymore. The owners essentially got together and kind of came up with a pact to make sure this guy doesn't have a job. Basically he was martyred in the process. He took a stand and put himself, his career on the line, his financial future. Obviously, I'm sure he made plenty of money in the years that he did play, and was still, unfortunately, at the prime of his career. But that's what people do when they believe in things and believe in them deeply. It kind of reminds me of another athlete some years back named Muhammad Ali, that I'm sure we all know and respect. He was one of the leading athletes of his time and really all-time greats as a boxer. But he was more than just a boxer. This is a polymath. This is the example of someone that transcends boundaries and goes beyond what their main field of expertise is. And when people start to do that, it can ruffle some feathers and it raises flags. And you get people saying you should stay in your lane and do what you do best. But when something's in someone's heart, and as it was with Muhammad Ali back when he was protesting all the wars in Vietnam and different kind of, again, injustices both in the country and how we're acting and behaving in the world as a country. You had people obviously on both sides of that debate or of that issue. As with any issue, there's always going to be people on two different sides or multiple sides looking at issues, having strong opinions, reactions, and debates. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. That's what we're here to talk about and raise those issues and evaluate all sides of the debate and the issues and see how we can hopefully be productive and collaborative in finding solutions and compromises that work for everybody, not just for one side or the other. We're going to dig a lot deeper into this, talk about the impact on the bottom line for the NFL and what it means for the players, what it means for the fans, and how all of us, as part of this project, the Polymath project, can collaborate and do use some of these platforms to spark some positive change in the world. So I'll take a quick break and come right back and go deeper into these issues and hopefully come up with some solutions.